Greetings, greetings. Man, I was about to try to read something out this book called Growing in Mud. Mud standing for maturity, unity, and decency. Created by Harris. I was about to read something out the book, but man, I ain't got my glasses and I don't want to be stumbling through my own material like it ain't mine, right? So if you don't mind, I'm just going to talk a little bit. Man, learning how to read and write. I keep getting back to these things. You know, it was a reason why these people didn't want you to have a perception of your own, right? It's a reason why they wanted to give you the narrative that they wanted you to accept, opposed to you coming to your own understanding, because you know how to perceive things as well as give the understanding of other things, right? Because if you can write, then you can give the understanding. You can write it down for somebody else. And if you can read, that means you can perceive, right? Seeing is believing, applying is hearing, right? Well, for us, man, we should all be really trying to enlighten our kids. A lot of them don't know a lot of the history that these people trying to erase. So you gonna have a bunch of kids that just think that we just an inferior race, right? And ain't nothing inferior about us at all. Matter of fact, one would even say that we've been going through all of these hardships as a group of people because life was teaching us a lesson. You can choose to be like other people, or you can accept who you are and live according to the way that life created you. You're going to keep hearing me reiterate how integrity is a value that we take for granted. Having integrity is something that we as a group of people, if we decided that we were going to live with a sense of integrity, we would put away a lot of the low-life ways that we've gained from following other cultures. Right now, we look like we are the worst group of people on the planet because the way we've been programmed or the way we continue to program ourselves. But that's why having integrity is our currency. That's the energy that we're supposed to be sharing with one another, because then we'll be able to create something decent amongst ourselves. And as we're really trying to bring truth to light, I wonder how many of y'all kids then heard that the truth gonna set us free. If you like me and you over 50, then I know you heard that the truth was going to set us free. And we ain't really understand what they were saying. It was just something that they were told because they believed in something that, you know, the people before them believed in, and vice versa. So as we look at what that really is saying to us, we are bonded to a bunch of lies. As we're finding out, the world has been lying to us about a lot of things, and we've openly accepted a lot of them, right? Some of us have taken capitalism in as our way of living instead of trying to have charity. Now, when I say charity, I ain't talking about giving out no money, feed nobody. I'm talking about having an abundance of knowledge to where you can give it out freely, because knowledge don't deplete if it's yours. And you should definitely be giving it out freely to the children in your household as well as those around you that look like you. And as we recognize that our knowledge of the truth is going to set us free from all the lies that we done been bonded to, we need to get back to letting our kids know where freedom really is. Freedom ain't in a monetary value. Freedom is in the energy that you display through integrity. Because as we come to find out, none of these people have integrity. A person that lied to you doesn't have integrity, and all the lies that these people done told us, we should definitely recognize that integrity ain't something that we're going to get from them. You look at the people who's in charge, people like Trump, the man has no integrity, right? He represents the way they think. They don't really have a sense of integrity. They're more arrogant than anything. So as we start teaching our kids what we were taught, we gotta allow them to understand what the truth is gonna set us free mean. And I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. I just wanted to come on here and encourage my people to teach their kids the truth. So they ain't gonna be bonded to the lies that we found out we were bonded to. They won't be victims of their emotions like a lot of us grew up to. Because at some point we're going to have to put our own logical sense, this is why reading and writing is important, over the vain emotions of other people being arrogant like we're inferior, right? And with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to flash in real quick. I wanted to read a story, but it's getting dark and I ain't got my glasses on. And I don't want to appear to be stumbling through my own work because I could just talk it at the end of the day. It's my work. And what I was saying in that work, all praises is, hey, it's what we present from inside that shows the sense of our integrity, right? No matter what all negative things we had to absorb through these people, our integrity can still be intact because we just trying to live truthfully. We're just trying to be honest. We're trying to be able to correct our mistakes. And if you're not willing to deal with the truth, truthfully, you might not want to own up to your mistakes and there won't be no correction being made. And as we're trying to correct our youth, we must be able to give them a sense of truth because that's the only way we're going to free them from the bonds of their emotions. Your emotions are lied to you. Ask these people who are arrogantly flexing like, hey, they still ain't got to pay for what they did, right? And when I say pay for what you did, man, ain't nothing like a person that can make you consciously aware of the things you didn't want to deal with, right? Ain't nothing like a person that can kill your spirit, especially if your spirit is an arrogant one, with a sense of truth because you've been fabricating a lie and been getting away with it for eons, right? For ages. Well, it's time for a new age. It's time for the age of the mature man to stand up. That's why I wanted to read out of the book. And just for those that got the book, you know that story, All Praises, is in the section marked as maturity. It's one of the 7 stories that is in the section of maturity. So as we're pushing to be more mature, it's so we can unify and present something decent from our own behalf and not be looking for other people to teach us how to respond to life. Because without integrity, you just in your vain emotions, which is another way of saying you just lying to yourself. So with the spirit of truth, have some integrity and let your children know why the truth is going to truly set us free. I'm just being honest. 1.